210 Boxing TV here with the one and only, challenging for a championship very soon, Vergil Ortiz. Vergil, you have a big fight coming up against Sergey Bohachuk on August 10th in Las Vegas. But before we get to that, I always like getting to know more about the fighter, and I want the fans to get to know more about the fighter. Yeah. So I've been here plenty of times. I've seen you train. I've interviewed you before, and one of the predominant shirts I've always seen you in is the one you're wearing right now, the Eddie Guerrero, Amir Papi, you know, rest in peace shirt and everything. How big of a wrestling fan are you?
I wouldn't say I'm like a huge fanatic, but you know, I definitely, back in my time, which was like 2008, 2009, I was watching it back then, you know, when like Batista was going against Booker T and the Boogeyman. You know, he had all the kids doing the walk and stuff, you know. It was a fun time to watch wrestling back then. But Eddie Guerrero was my favorite one to watch. I mean, I only saw clips. I only got to see clips, but yeah.
From what you have seen, I'm not even talking about just Eddie, but overall wrestlers and all, who is your favorite wrestler of all time?
Man, there's okay, so he's not even in the WWE. Right now, my favorite wrestler to watch is he's like he's the bad guy. He's like the main bad guy in AEW. I forgot his name. He's like 3 letters.
MJF.
MJF.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
He's fucking funny as hell, man. I was watching a pay-per-view and I think he went into the crowd for some reason. I don't know if he got knocked in or he walked away, but some kid had a fucking water cup, and he grabs it, he just like puts it in his face. I was like, ah, shit. But it's funny, it's entertaining, it makes me want to watch, you know what I mean? And Dominic, actually, I love watching Dominic.
Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah.
Well, everybody says, yeah, Eddie, because he's taller than Rey Mysterio, has the same haircut, the mustache. Yeah. He pretty much has the same storyline right now with Rhea Ripley and Liv. Yeah, the whole China.
Man, he's a good ass heel, man. He makes everyone want to watch. You know, it's good, man. But it's some good shit right there.
So obviously you're a little caught up as well. Do you still like AEW, WWE? Everybody talks about them and everything like that. Who would you like to see, like MJF? Like, would you like to see him in the WWE? Would you like to see somebody like Dominic go to AEW?
MJF versus Cody Rhodes would be a banger. You know, that's like me saying Mayweather and McGregor. You know, it's 2 different things. You know, but that's when I was speaking as a fan.
Got it. All right, now let's get into this. I was originally here when they announced that you were going to be fighting on next week's card, the August 3rd card versus Tim Tszyu. The Tim Tszyu cut, we knew it was more than likely going to be a problem, might not have healed in time, and it happened where it didn't go through. But the very next week, August 10th, you have a very good challenge. You have a very good challenge versus Sergey Bohachuk. I know you got really up for the Tim Tszyu fight. I know you got really like amped because you're like, yo, this is a fight that I've been looking for. Is this a good, I'm not going to say substitute, but is this a good secondary bout if it wasn't Tim Tszyu?
Yeah, I think it is. You know, I think the Tim Tszyu fight was going to be a banger of a fight. I think this one's going to be almost the same. It's going to be pretty much the same thing. You know, we're going to have a second July 4th. There's going to be more fireworks, and I'm looking forward to it, man. You know, it's going to be it's an interim world title, but you know, it's a belt, and it looks like the other ones. You know, in my opinion, you know. Yeah, I'm really excited. You know, we've been preparing really well for this fight. I'm very motivated, most motivated I've been in a long time, and I'm just ready to throw down, man.
What about Sergey Bohachuk gets you up? What about Sergey Bohachuk makes you realize that this is actually a banger?
You know, he has he's won the majority of his fights by knockout. You know, just like me, he's only had 1 win that went to the decision, and that was against Mendoza, who knocked out Fundora. You know, that guy's tough. You know, I don't know if anyone can ever knock him out. You know, that's gonna be tough to do that. But I think it's that. It's just knowing that I'm in a firefight like that, knowing that the fans are excited about it. Being at the Mandalay Bay, you know, that's gonna be my first big hotel in Vegas that I'll be headlining.
Talk about that. Talk about the meaning of that for you, because as you said, it's the very first big hotel that you're going to be headlining in Vegas. It's not your first headline in Vegas, but it's the big one. Yeah, so, big one. You know, it's not MGM, but it's Mandalay Bay. Mandalay Bay has its own history and everything. Talk about that.
You know, Mandalay Bay's up there for MGM with me, especially with the history of the fights. You know, I can't name them off the top of my head, but I know that I've seen some fights at the Mandalay Bay. They were just fucking bangers, you know. And you know, it's very motivating. It's almost like history's repeating itself. We know it's going to be a banger of a fight, and people aren't going to want to miss it.
Let the fans know where they can see it, how they can see it. Tickets are available and everything.
Yeah, you can buy the tickets on access.com. You know, just look up Ortiz, or you just Google Ortiz Bohachuk. You'll find it on access.com. And you can watch it on DAZN if you can't make it. You know, but I strongly advise going in person.
Why is that?
Because it's gonna be a good fight, and shit, it's Vegas too, man. Have some fun in Vegas, you know.
This is true. It's the hot summer part, so the pool parties and everything.
That's right.
What is Vergil Ortiz's goal continuously going forward with his career. This is your third fight this year.
Yeah.
So do you think you're going to have a fourth one?
Oh, I know I'm going to have a fourth one. And I want the fourth one. We're going to push for it. You know, hopefully we come out this fight healthy and strong with the win. And we're going to have a fourth fight. We're going to have a fourth fight by the end of the year. Hopefully in December so I can be home for Christmas this year because I wasn't last year.
Now, Goldenboy Promotions, we know who everybody fan knows who their cash cow is.
Yeah.
And he's on the sidelines for at least a year.
Yeah.
Where does that place you in Goldenboy's ranking according to you?
Shit, I'm number one right now. Even if he was on there, I'm number one.
No matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah. And finally, let the fans know something about you that they don't know yet. I know that you've shown off your little guitar and little skills, so let the fans know something that they don't know about Vergil Ortiz.
I got you, man. I like white girl music, bro.
You like what?
I like white girl music, bro.
Like Taylor Swift?
I like Taylor Swift. I like that Call Me Maybe by Carla Jensen or something like that. I forgot her name is, man. But I love all that stuff, bro. That's just I like it because I grew up with it, honestly. Like the Lady Gaga. I've been listening to like some Lady Gaga Fame Monster recently, and you know, some kind of like house music. I love that shit. You know, I love all kinds of music, but I guess, you know, people know me as the rock guy.
Yeah.
So, I like white girl music too. You know, I listened to gangster rap back in the day too, like the '90s, Eazy-E and shit.
NWA stuff, like Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, all the West Coast stuff.
I was into all that stuff, but yeah, my music is everywhere, though.
You're from Texas. Did you ever get into the chopped and screwed?
I didn't. You know, I didn't. I would see those usernames everywhere. I was kind of the guy that would, like, if it was kind of the thing, I wouldn't like it.
Ah.
No, I was that kid. I was the seventh, 8th grader that just didn't really. I didn't
go with the trend.
I didn't want to be with the trend too much. You know, I kind of got out of it. And I just accept it now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for example, Drake's album. It came out like in like in 2010 or something like that.
Talking about his first one.
Take Care.
Take Care.
Take Care.
Yeah.
You know, that was the big one. You know, with Marvin's Room and shit. You know, I didn't listen to Marvin's Room until like maybe like 3 years ago, bro.
Same.
I just didn't. It's because everyone listened to Marvin's Room. Marvin's Room. Like, what the fuck is Marvin? What's happening in his room? You know what I mean? But I listened to it. And I'm like, yeah, okay, it's pretty good. So, you know, I've been coming around. Everything that I missed, I'm coming back around. But like, I think it was like shit like Jersey Shore that I didn't want to watch. You know what I mean? Like, man, fuck, everyone's all watching Jersey Shore. I don't want to watch that shit. But nah, I'm coming around.
And lastly, man, let the fans know your social medias, that way they can follow you, get to see more
Yeah.
of the training footage, and also get the highlights of the fight if they don't watch it.
Hell yeah. So it's just my name, Vergil Ortiz, at Yahoo. Nah, that's my email, my bad.
We're gonna have to get a new email now.
Nah, it's all good. It's on my page. It's
Oh,
on my
okay.
page. Yeah, it's okay, so it's just Vergil Ortiz on Instagram, Twitter, even on Facebook. Follow the fan page. If you ask to be my friend, I'm not gonna accept you. I barely get on it anyways. But yeah, that's it.
All right, man. Thanks for the time, man. I know you gotta go.
Yeah.
Peace out, brother.
All right, man.